My name is Anna Craig and I represent Wao Aotearoa. We're an organisation that has been up and running for around 5 years now, and our vision is to educate, enable and inspire the community towards a regenerative future. So it all started when co-founder Monique Kelly and myself attended a film over in Queenstown that was run by our local council. It was a Jeremy Rifkin film based around climate change. Both of us were working in product development on a so I suppose you could call a carbon neutral product to enter the market, which was really exciting. So we had really similar values. Anyway, we went and saw this film and our minds were just blown around the messages that needed to get out to the wider community. And we thought, well, how can we do this? Because yes, we're working on a single product, but there is so much more that needs to happen here, and it needs to happen at a much bigger level. So we actually brought the film over to Wanaka. We brought it to the wonderful Cinema Paradiso, which is an absolute locals favourite here in town, and we put the film on once but ended up selling it out 3 times over. Filled the cinema 3 times, and we realised at that point that there was a hunger and a need and a desire from our local community to learn more about climate change, around climate action and what people could do. And that's how Wao was actually born. Monique and I, we both were like really driven to do something, but we also realised that we had family, we had business, we had so many things going on in our lives, and we thought, well, actually a lot of people are like that too, so we actually need to go out and just pull some levers and start action. It doesn't have to be perfect action, but action is action, and a lot of people just want to feel like they're doing something. So we've kind of established a range of work streams working in the key areas of climate action that enable people to understand what they can do to have impact. And these little work groups have taken off and they've just flourished. It's beautiful. It's like watching a garden grow. You have all of these different species or vegetables and flowers pop up all over the show, and they are doing amazing things, and we've just pulled the levers to make those things happen, and it's been really rewarding. Obviously one of the biggest areas that's a contributor to climate is food resilience and around food waste in the agricultural sector, so we've enabled some work stream in that area. Then we've also looked at active transport. That's another huge one, and Wanaka and Queenstown in our area is just so well set up for people to be able to ride to work, ride to school, take alternative modes of transport, and so we've set up an active transport group called Get Smart as well, so you can learn all about the different ways to get around the community without using a vehicle. Actually, how everything really sort of spiraled is our Wao Summit. So we bring people from all over New Zealand, and more recently internationally as well, climate change experts, to come in and talk to our community, again to spark those light bulb moments within people, and again to pull those levers. And we find that every year when we run a summit, we have all of these new work streams and the garden just grows. When I go into a community or where I travel, what are the things that I would do or seek out to embed myself within that community? And I think the biggest thing is talking to the locals. And what's so brilliant about our environment is everybody is really engaged, and that's been a mission of Wao's, but also all the groups that are working in Wanaka is there's so much communication out to the entire community that everyone knows what's going on. So all of our wonderful tourists need to do is actually step into a location, find a Love Wanaka sign, and actually have a conversation. It just empowers others, and I think what we would love to see is that they learn so much about living in a sustainable way or regenerative thinking here in Wanaka that they take that to their communities when they go home. So it's that ripple effect.